I'm Ruth Kramer, your Holistic Soul Healer, and this is step 3. This is about balance. So you've got rid of some of your burdens, and now you're also balancing and weighing up what you want and what you don't want. Just like me standing between these two worlds. In a way, physically and spiritually, we are always between worlds. You know, we're always standing between where we are, where we're going, what we want and what we don't want, and it's all about accomplishing that balance. So as you stand between what you're letting go of and what you don't want, and it's going to take practice, so don't worry if you slip into what you don't want, you're going to just flip that switch, remember? But then as you come into what you do want, now we have to also balance that out, because sometimes what you want yesterday is different to what you want today. So you're going to have to keep flipping that switch, because what we wanted as a 10-year-old and what we want as a 20-year-old are totally different things. And what we want at 20 and what we want at 50 are also different. So depending on the stages of your life, your wants and needs and where you put your balance in your life is going to change. For example, if you're balancing out a health issue, you're not going to want to worry about how successful your career is at that moment in time. You're going to want to balance out your health first. So let's prioritize. So in balance, let's take a look at where your needs are most important in your life. So if your health is the most important thing, then let's put that at the top of the list. It should be quite close to the top of the list anyway, because if we don't have our health, how can we balance anything else? If we're laying down, how do we stand up and balance our life? So you can't accomplish great wealth and great success and great happiness if there's a sickness that we need to get well from. So that's one of the places of balance that we definitely need to pay attention to. So please prioritize and make sure health is always at the top of your list. So let's make a list as part of your work assignment for this step, of step 3, of what am I doing to balance in my life and what's important right now. And day by day that list could change. So today it could be health, and we might need that health to be the top of the list for 3 days. If someone's got the flu, they're only going to do health for 3 days, right? So their rest of their life is going to kind of come out of focus, and the health is going to be that one balancing item. So balance sometimes means a singular item if it's health. So that makes sense, right? If there's something bigger going on, maybe there's a huge financial burden going on, and in order to balance out our life, we have to release and let go of, or sort out and accommodate that financial burden. It could be that a house needs to sell, or a loved one's dying, and maybe we're spending every day in a hospital. And that's a big part of the balance of our life. And how do we balance out doing that for others and doing something for ourselves? We've got to take time for ourselves. I know so many people that become caregivers at different times of their life. While they're caregiving 2 sick parents who might be in 2 different rest homes, there isn't much time for them and they're completely depleted. Well, there has to be somewhere in the middle where we create the balance of those scales of we're looking after mum over here, we're looking after dad over here. Where am I? I am taking care of me. It's definitely a time where caregivers get ill if they don't look after themselves. So that's what I'm talking about with balance. It's going to be different for everybody. It's certainly going to be different for you. So you have to look at where's my life right now, where's the balance and where's the imbalance, and how do I get the two to match? We are always constantly going out of balance, even on a physical level. So maybe I lift up that box and I don't lift it up with my knees bent, I lift it up with my back bent. And so now I've thrown my body out of balance. Maybe I threw it out on this side. So in order to get this side back in, I have to not overwork this side. So we're constantly going in and out of balance. So please know that, like the expression of life, balance comes in and out. So I want your homework assignment for this step 3 to be about make a list every day for the next 7 days of where your balance is and what it's going to take for you to completely bring it into harmony with each other. So imagine that you've got scales, and if the scales are going, oh gosh, I've got to look after someone, or oh wow, I'm working out so I'm so obsessed, then let's bring it up and have workout time meet relaxing time. Let's have looking after others match looking after self, so that the scales don't get tipped so off. So this week, keep your balance notebook. I want you to check at where your priorities are and get back into balance, and let us know how you're doing. And I'm Ruth Kramer. This is your Holistic Soul Healing Journey, and you are working on your balance.